Hey folks, how's it going? That's right. Hey, 2 videos in the same day. Actually, I'm just telling you it's the same day. I actually just don't change my shirt, you know. Okay, all right, hey, that's right, same day. It's not like 5 days later with the same shirt. No, not even. No, it's the same day, my friends. It's the same day. That's right. So, hey, it's the toy collection we were speaking about in the previous video. That'll be, which I gotta make sure I publish before this one, or it's gonna be totally out of context. All right. So, my friends, what we have here used to be the Premier Hot Magazine. It's called Toy Fair. This is back in the old days before the internet. We used to have to buy what they used to call them periodicals, or magazines, as the layman would say. And they would have information on paper. Yeah, and it's weird because it's like analog information. It's not digital. It doesn't come off. It's pretty trippy. No power switch, no charging. Well, you know, but it's all outdated, you know. But yeah, but the point is my friends, they used to have cool articles about toys, and then they would have a price guide, okay? And all kinds of ad inserts. That's what's falling out. Yeah, so, but, and this was for Star Trek toys, which I didn't order. Because at this point, I was already starting to try to it was out of control. And I was just trying to keep it to Spawn toys only. But you know how it is when you're a collector? The shiny catches your eye. But you know what? Those toys I got rid of a while back. So before I went through my collection, I did some research. All this, I sold a lot of Spawn toys for pretty cheap at a yard sale. I mean, at the swap meet. And then also I donated a lot of toys to savers. So what we're doing, my friends, is we're using this to help us sort out the Spawns. Okay, so what McFarlane Toys used to do was they would reissue the toy. First they would sell the toy on the first run, and then they would do what was called a repaint. Or they would sell the same toy again, but with a different paint job, okay? And so that's what we're looking for. So this magazine is going to tell us which one is the first run and which one's the second run. Because that's how we're going to try to sort them. Just by the runs, okay? Now if you look, this box right here is still tape. My friends, this box, look at this tape. It's all like, it's falling apart. My friends, this box has been sealed for a long time. Not even sticky anymore, look at that. So what we're trying to do is, okay, you know what here? We're not going to have doubles of this stuff at all, so I'm going to just put this in a different pile. So this is the Chaos, Total Chaos ones. We're still going to show them, but we're going to put them to the side. Because what we're trying to find is we're trying to find ones that are like. There we go. Now this one, see, this one's already coming undone because the tape is so old. My friends, this stuff has been in boxes, oh gosh, since Y2K, since the 2000s. All right, here we go. Now with this magazine, it's going to go all the way up to Series 10. Okay, so anything that's not Series 10, we're not going to be able to sort out. So here we go. Oh, so here we go. This is a mixed box. Okay, so this guy right here is the Curse of the Spawn. Okay, so this one. Okay, this is Series 13. Okay, so I'm not gonna have this in the box. I'm not gonna. So this one, I'm not gonna have doubles of. Okay, because at a certain point, thank goodness, they stopped doing the double paints and only released like one series. Okay, so these ones here, it's going to be the same way. So this one was like mythological kind of based. So this one's Medusa. So yeah. So this is Series 13. So this, my friend, these are from 1998. Which means these will be like the most recent of all the ones in the boxes. I want to say the lion's share is like 95, 96. Now, here we go. Here's another, like you can tell by the back packaging. Now, oh wait. I got a double. I got a double of this guy. So what that means is basically at this point in time, I had so many toys that I probably forgot that I bought it already. Because look, it's the same paint job, there's no repaints, okay? Now, it's a shame. It's too bad it wasn't a double of this one, because that's the cool figure, you know? All right, so these are going to go in a separate pile. Now, this is when we start getting into the doubles, okay? So this guy right here, this is 1996, and this is an earlier series. This is Series 6. As you can see, I mean, that's a big jump from 6 to 13, because after a certain point, man, they were cranking these things out like they were nothing, because there was a boom, my friends. So during the 90s, there was a toy boom, bam, and everybody and their brother was making toys, okay? So now, if you go in the earlier collections, it was less time between the toys, and it was a smaller amounts. But like I said, at a certain point, the toy thing exploded. That's why, and Toy Fair was not the only magazine about toys. There was like 2 others. This was just the best one. So yeah, so there was such a hobby collection market for it that there was secondary markets, you know. There was collector cases, there was magazines, you know, because this is all pre-internet. And if they did have a web, it was very limited. Yeah. Very slow and prehistoric by today's standards. So now we're going to start getting into the repaints with these guys, okay? So Series 6, let's see if this is all Series 6. Series 5, he's like some kind of like, I don't know what kind of weird monster guy. You know, after a while, I was just buying these things, man. I mean, like, now, when the series first came out, it was actually people from the comic book, okay? It was actually the characters in the comic book, which I used to buy, because at the time when these first came out, I was working at the comic book store, okay? That's why I had an interest in the Spawn from the start, because I worked at a comic book store. So in the very early sets, Irby Toy was from a comic. After a certain point, they just started making stuff up. This is Series 6 as well. Okay, that's what we're looking for now. We're looking for Series 6. Okay, this is here's Series 5. This guy is he's like another kind of cool looking monster guy, another villain. And this guy's pretty cool here. This guy's like a big snake. He's Series 6. Okay, so now we're getting here. Now this box right here is a bunch of the old packaging as well. Now this guy here, oh, this is a newer one. Okay, this is Series 12. He's gonna go in this pile because they didn't make the doubles. And see, after a certain point, they started rebooting and redoing the old characters and kind of just redid the classic ones from the comics and the cartoon only, and weren't bringing back a lot of these other like made-up characters who were just basically there to fill out the toy line. So, because they had to have product, my friend. Okay, here we go. Oh, this guy's awesome. This is a Gravedigger. Yeah, I bought an extra one of these so I can open them. This guy's Series 8. So now you can see, there's like no order to how these boxes are packed, my friends. So, what I'm hoping, okay, here's another Series 5. What I'm hoping, my friends, is this gentleman who's going to buy my collection just buys it all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send that nice gentleman a link to this video so he can get a preview. This is another Series 8. Okay, that's going to go up here as well. I'm going to have like toys everywhere. I should have packed this stuff better. Okay, here's like Series 8. This one's a Series 5. What I should do, my friends, is before I start stacking those there, we should check to see if there's even doubles of Series 8. Because I'm not keeping any of this. So if there's no Series 8s, we're going to stick them all in the box and start putting them to the side. Because like I said, all this stuff that I'm keeping, it's going to be the ones in the fish tanks. The ones I'm keeping are at home already. Now there's going to be a box where they're all painted gold. That one I got to think hard about. Those ones are the super rare ones. I can either get rid of them and ask more money for them, or be a hoarder and keep them. and not solve my sickness of letting stuff go. Hey, guess what, my friends? No repaints in Series 8. That's going to save us time and decisions. That means we can get rid of them. Because you know what? I got to let these go, my friends. Now, I'm not going to lie to you as I'm unpacking these. Yeah, we'll just write out. We'll put an S for sell on them. As I'm unpacking these, I'm remembering how cool these are. And the little kid in me is going, oh man, look at these. These will look good on your wall. No, they won't. These are going to look great on somebody else's wall, my friend. Not on mine. It's time to let these guys go. This guy was pretty neat too. And look, they're still sealed, considering this is from 1997, my friends. You know, this is pretty decent shape. Now it's really funny because see, my truck's a 1996, and no, my truck's a 2006, and I'm having trouble buying parts for it. This toy is older than my truck. So this is making it easy, my friends. This is making it easy. Oh, this guy's kind of cool. I hate to get rid of him. Look how neat he looks. The person who buys this product is going to love it. Yeah, I'm not saying the person's name because I want to respect their privacy. Just in case the wife's watching the video, she won't know it's him. I'll give you a receipt for a smaller amount, sir, for an extra $100. Okay, here we go. Another Series 8. Alright. See, look how awesome that is. That saved us a lot right there. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing again. Because you know what? If we could save time that way, it'll be easier. Because the thing is, I'm not going to lie, my friends. The more I look at it, the more I want to keep it. The more I want to keep it. Okay, hold on. Where does it say repaint? Repaint, Series 5. Okay, so Series 7 was the last series they did the repaints. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so now these guys here, these were no repaints at all either. So, oh man, he is like really cool. Look at those cool boots. You know what? Gene Simmons would be jealous of those boots. I was going to talk about the big gun, huh? How about they found the big guns? All right, so guess what? Look. This box is pretty much full. And then, so look, another box of toys to give away, my friends. How wonderful is that? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to end up getting rid of all these. I'm just trying to separate the first and second editions for the repaints. If I'm lucky, oh my gosh, I should be keeping track of how many toys you're putting out so far, huh? So Series 7 and down is what's going to have the repaints. Series 7 and down. Oh look, here's one right here. So my friends, this is what we're looking for. This is what I'm talking about, the repaints. When you have the same model with a different paint job, okay? So I'll look it up. So one model was released first, and then a couple of months later, they released it as a second edition repaint wave. And so basically when you bought these, it was a rarity. Okay, so there's normally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's normally 6 figures in a series. So the way it worked was, when the store would get the box, they would get 2 rares, they would get 4 of the uncommons, and the rest commons. And the reason why I know was because I was best friends with the manager of the toy store downstairs at the mall I used to work at. So whenever he would get the shipment, he would call me on the phone, and then I would run down to his store at the mall, because I worked at the frame shop upstairs, and I would get to cherry pick the boxes and pull everything out. Now, I was a good collector, and I wasn't a greedy collector. So instead of pulling out all the rares, I would only pull out one rare, okay, for myself, and I would allow another person a chance to get the rare figures. It's only fair, man. It's only fair because I already have the unfair advantage of being able to get the first cherry picks. Why be greedy and get more and rob people of the chance to find those fun things? So I'm not going to have extra copies of rares. So only time I'm going to have extra copies is either I bought it by accident, like the Viking one, or it's a repaint, or it's a cool model. I bought an extra one so I can open it and display it on my shelf. Now somewhere in my storage, I have a box of the empty ones, and I donated most of that to Savers. You know, and I put them all in the plastic bag and just donated them. So, but you got to do that. Okay, so here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these in a pile over here after we find out which is which. Okay, so right now, my friends, this is Series 5, which is nice because I got a bunch of Series 5 down here in a pile already. So this might be the Series 5 box. So before I used to keep these in nice order and I would keep them all together. But when I took them off the wall, I was done. I was done with them. I was ready. I didn't take the care and pack them all nice like I should have. I just threw them all in a box. I was done. I should have let them go then when they were like when they were worth money. Okay, so here we go. So the one that's purple and rose stripe is going to be the first one, and the one that's black and licorice with the flesh color body is going to be the repaint. Okay, so this is the repaint, and then this is the first edition box. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the repaint in this pile, and we're going to put the first edition in the pile to sell. Now, what I'll do is I'll go back and watch the video, and I'm going to do a count. Because see, I'm not doing it by this guy's rare, this guy's common. I'm going to set one price for the toys, and it's going to be that price per thing. You know, so. All right. So here we go. That's our first ones. So this is going to be the repaint pile. Because I got another possible buyer for some as well, too. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so this was, we got to pull out of this box. What am I doing? I'm doing it backwards. Okay, so we got this funky robot guy. Who's he? He is he Series 7? What series is this guy? He's Series 7. I think that one, yeah, that one also had a repaint too. I do my little book. Now I'm getting all buried in junk. Thank you. Thank you, unseen, unhearable camera person holding the umbrella and the light reflector. I'm all fancy. My friend has like a reflective cover. Oh, well, it's like the movies. All shining the light on me. Okay, hold on. Dang, I lost my page now. Here it is. So now we're in Series 7, and this guy's called Nobody. Yeah, nice thing. He's like a head and a robot body. So I don't know. He's somebody they made up. I don't think he was in the comic. I don't remember him being in the comic at all. So, but you know, like I said, you know, when you're trying to sell toys, my friend, it's just like throw it together. You know, I can see the pitch meeting. Yeah, Nobody. Yeah, it's like a villain with a robot, and he got his head punched off, and he's just a head. And of course, Todd McFarlane's there at the end of the big table with a big cigar going, yeah, that's a great idea. Now the kids will love it. Make me 1,000 of them, you know. And, you know, that's why he has the big money. Yep. Of course, he wasn't doing that, you know. He didn't say make me 1,000. He said make me 1,000,000. And make them 2 colors so they got to buy them both. I got to pay for that condo. Oh, actually, Todd, I love you. Even though I'm selling your toys, I still love you. I just moved on. All right. He was supposed to make another, okay. 2 years ago, Todd McFarlane was supposed to make another movie. I'm like, all right, he can make another movie, and it'll generate interest in these toys, and it'll go back up in value again. Never happened. It's a shame, because it would have been a good movie. It would have been a good movie. But, you know, superhero movies are all played out already, so, you know, okay. So back to the topic on hand. Okay, so this guy has the yellow body. Okay, let's see. I just lost him. He was right here. Series 7. No body. The yellow body with the head to insert into the chest. That's dude right here. Look, see his head? It's all separate. See, you don't get a head when you spend a life in crime. Nope. He's the repaint. He goes in this pile. All right. I got 100 more toys, my friend. That's 100 more bad puns you gotta live through. Okay, so this is a different set. So this set was called Total Chaos, and they didn't have repaints for these. This was like a little spin-off kind of set he was trying to do, you know, with just like stuff they were making up, and nobody bought it. Yeah, a few collectors did, but you know what? That's gonna go in the pile. I dropped my magazine, my friend. That's that noise you heard. Okay, here we go. Now, same thing with this guy. Total Chaos, all right? So, he's just gonna go in the box. Oh, Super Patriot. This guy was pretty cool. He was actually from a comic. He was pretty violent. I'm surprised that he was into a toy. His whole deal was just like, you know, he had robot arms, so he just like hit you really hard. Okay, yeah, he's Series 6. So let's look him up. He's gonna have a repaint. I'm hoping that my friend who's gonna buy this stuff just wants it all. But you know what? This is making a great video. I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping you guys can see it. I'm not showing it too fast. Oh God, you know, I should put a little bookmark. But you know what? I got that in a different box behind me and I can't find it. Okay, here we go. Somewhere I got a box of bookmarks. I know I do. And I actually do. Because for a while that was a thing, my friends. Back in the old days, bookmarks are a thing to collect. They had all kinds of cool pictures on them. And I got a lot of fantasy ones with dragons on them. Okay, Super Patriot. Okay, so here it goes. Super Patriot. Where'd he go? And the difference is... Okay, what's the difference going to be? Metallic blue arms. That's this guy. Okay, so he's the repaint. He goes over here in this pile. Not that many repaints, only 3 so far, which means I'll probably find one box where it's mostly repaints. Okay, what's this guy? Okay, look, here's another one. This is Series 7, and this guy is Crutch. And look, he got a machete for a leg. Yep. That's pretty original. Back in the 90s, that was a thing. And what's cool about it is you press a little button and his leg would pop out and you would lose it and never see it again. But my friends, you never play with these toys. They're flimsy oh man, these guys are flimsy. You take them out and they break. You just look at them hard and they break. These are meant to be kept in the package. These are not for playing toys. These are for looking at toys. Really, I'm serious, because you take these guys are like playing the bells back in the old days, you know, when things are brittle. Okay, hold on. Let me get back on track. So here we go. So back in 1996, this was $9.99 at a place called KB Toys, which is a toy store chain that no longer exists. I think they went down in the early 2000s. Okay, so this guy here is Crutch, and so what's going to be the difference between him? Okay, so he's Series 7. Okay, where's he at? Here he is. Okay, so this guy is the purple goatee and the black pants. That's the difference. So he goes here in the repaint pile. Not that many repaints so far, my friends. Oh, here's another cool guy, a zombie spawn. Oh man, I might have... Oh, dude. Okay. Part of me really wants to keep this, okay? Because I'm like the big horror movie fan, and I love zombies, you know? And it's like, oh God, zombie. Okay, so, but I have to let it go, okay? So, I mean, I really do want to keep this. I really do. And it'd be easy to say, oh, look how many I got rid of. Look at all these ones I got rid of. But I have to. I really have to. Because if I keep this one, then it'll be like, oh, but I kept the zombie spawn. I can keep this one too. You know? God, man, this one's pretty cool because he's all decayed. And look, he got like a worm hanging off his head. I mean, that is like totally neat. The worm sells it, my friend. And look, real cloth, real fabric. That's a big deal in toys for some reason. I don't know why. But it is. And this one is the reissue because it comes with the gun. Okay, so this one goes in this pile. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to show willpower. I'm going to do it. I promised myself I'm going to do it. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. This is Scourge, because, you know, like Spawn fought all these demons. That's another reason why the first movie didn't do well, because it got protested by the religious right because it had demons in it. Even though the demons were the bad guys and not the good guys, it didn't really matter, because they had demons. And even though the demons got defeated, and you learned the lesson that good always defeats evil, it didn't matter, because they were demons. Now, if they would have been aliens, nobody would have said squat and not protested at all. Okay, but that's how it goes. Okay, but back on track, 1996, Series 7, and this guy is Scourge. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to say this guy's going to be a repaint as well. Okay. Oh, wow. This guy didn't come with the repaint. They just released him once. Probably because it was a hard model to make. It's all spindly. Okay, he goes in the box right away. Isn't that nice? Bam, he's gone. Look, my friends, another box almost empty. I mean, they're all going to be emptied eventually. This is just my way of saying goodbye to my little friends. I could have easily, you know what? Realistically, my friends, all I really had to do was just do a count. And just say, hey, I got 100 figures. Give me $400 or $500. I don't know. I want to charge $5 a figure. That's what I'm thinking. Because they're still in good shape and they're impossible to find. Okay, but this is my way of saying goodbye. This is my way, because, you know, every time I pull these out of the box right now and hold in my hand, I'm remembering going down to the store and buying it. I remember going into my room and pinning it on my wall in my man cave, you know. I remember my nieces and nephews coming over in awe and looking at my toy wall and me buying extra ones when they're on clearance to give to them, you know. That's what I'm remembering now. So I'm reliving that moment. So this is going to make it easy for me to get rid of it. It is. Okay. These guys were actually in the comic, in the cartoon, and in the movie. These guys are cool. These guys are like a gritty detective team. This guy who's like obese, he's like always eating food at the horrible crime scenes. I mean, it'll be like body's all messed up. He's eating a big old hoagie sandwich. This guy is all skinny. This guy's the smart one. This guy's the brawn. Classic archetypes. But they're both horrible policemen. Because in this cartoon, there really wasn't no good guys. Everybody was terrible. It was just like, I'm less terrible than you are, so I'm the good guy. That's how it was. I loved it. We need more stories like that in our lives. Because that's how reality is, my friend. I wish it was black and white and you could say he's a villain, he's a hero. But we're both. It's the yin and yang. That's what makes everybody complete. You have a little bit of both in you. You decide which one you're going to be more of. Okay, back to toys and away from philosophy. Okay, this is Sam and Twitch. Okay, so this one, let's see what this one is. Now this one's probably actually worth money. Out of all the ones we pulled out, this one's probably worth some cash. Maybe $10 at the most. Why don't you be worth like 1,000? I'm giving it away for like $3. I don't know, it'd be funny. I'd be okay. I'd be alright with that. Okay, Sam and Twitch, where they are. Where are they at on the list here? Oh look, there's no repaint for this guy. He just repainted. So not everybody got to repaint it all. Okay, he goes right in the box. Now back in the heyday, this was worth like $20. So it sold for 10, and you know, it was a hard one to find. That's one of the rare ones from the boxes. That's a rare pull one. I can get one more figure in here, and then this box has to go down on the ground. Okay, so put it down right now. Gotcha. All right, hey, we're making some great progress. How long has this video been so far, my friends? Not too bad, almost a half hour. This is gonna be an extra long one. I do gotta rush it because I am limited to the the memory on the phone. So here we go. But this is nice because this has been a 2 parts. Yeah, 2-part video. Oh, now here, my friends, these guys here, these are the spawn fish tanks I was talking about. These ones I'm gonna keep, okay? Because I allowed myself to keep some. Now, I used to have 6 of these, okay? I dropped a box and I broke 3 of them. It was a shame. These guys were super hard to get, and I had to drive around like miles to different cities to collect them all. These were ones that were impossible to get when they were brand new. So unfortunately, collector person who's watching this video, these are not attainable. But maybe they are. No, I don't know. I gotta keep some stuff. Maybe they are. These are really valuable. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, my friends. Most of the stuff here ain't worth that much. These guys, these were super hard to get. I paid, oh my gosh, I paid like 30, 40 bucks for these things each back then, okay? These ones, that's why when I broke them, I was upset. I was upset because I broke the cool one that had the elephant hunter in there. There's like a elephant guy. He's like oh God, I broke it. Okay, I'm gonna carefully hand this box to my unseen assistant off camera, because this is what I'm keeping. But maybe not if the price is right. That's terrible of me. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible person. Who wants to sell toys? That doesn't make me terrible. That's good. That's good salesmanship. It's good for the video. Okay, here's some light ones. All right, here we go. Bam. Okay, now we're getting into some funky indie ones here. Okay, here we go. Now, so basically, when they had the toy boom and toys became popular, you started getting all kinds of junk, okay? So you got what I was calling the big boob phase, okay? Where all these heroines, all had giant guns and giant guns, okay? So, no, not to be crass, some of these guys, I think these were exclusives I bought through a magazine. I should have even bought them, but it was the FOMO. I was caught up in the FOMO. Because see, these magazines would have exclusive ads like, oh, you can only buy this in a magazine and super collectible, and you're going to want it. And I did. You know what? These aren't worth nothing. They're worth nothing. Nothing. They're terrible. They're ugly. They're misogynistic. They're terrible toys.